Okay, so some channel news. The channel has now passed 1,300 subscribers, and from where we were at the start of last month, and the subscriber counts we were at, the view counts we were at, we were doing well. We were being steady. The channel was steady. It was doing just a bit better than last year. It was improving. The growth was improving, but at a slow, steady pace. The last week channel has exploded by this channel's standards. Now, other channels, this would be like a quiet week for them, but for this channel, the growth has been fantastic. The view counts over the last week have been ridiculous. I've never seen view counts like it. I've never seen the engagement like it. The amount of comments, likes, shares, view hours are up. The subscriber count, the growth in subscribers is well above the steady pace we were at. It has exploded. Massive spike on my analytics. It just looks like a massive spike on the stock exchange, if anything. The channel has really grown really well in the last week, which means we are getting closer and closer to monetization. We're not quite at the level of reaching the 2,000 subscriber forfeit challenge, where in a live stream I've got to wear a Burnley kit. And for those new subscribers who may not follow English football, my club's Blackburn Rovers that I support. Our biggest rivals are Burnley, and the rivalry goes back to 1884 when the clubs first played against each other in a match, which was a friendly. And I've done a video on the rivalry last week discussing the history of the rivalry and some of the records and the head-to-head and the trophy count of both clubs for major trophies. Some of my subscribers are from countries, and some of my viewers are from countries that are younger than that sporting rivalry. That's what's ridiculous. But as I say, the last week, the growth from the channel has far exceeded any expectations I ever had. As I say, the growth has been slow and steady and improving from where it was in 2020 and 2021, obviously during the pandemic years, as I call them. And we are now surpassing the really good growth that we had in 2018 and 2019. I've not seen growth like this for 5-6 years, and it's even surpassing that. So it's been a very humbling week. I really do appreciate all the support, and I want to say a massive welcome to all the new subscribers and viewers who've subscribed to the channel in the last few days. A massive welcome to you guys. Welcome aboard. And it's nice to see that some of my older content as well is getting interest and views. People are looking at the football club histories, for example, some of the NRL history videos I've done looking at really historically bad seasons since 1998. It's good to see view counts there. People watching the Western Suburb Magpies video. That's a very popular video on the NRL playlist. And I've done some bad seasons, I think up to about 2003 season I think I got to, so I've got to revisit that at some point over the coming days and weeks. Most likely I'll do a lot of NRL content post-season as well in regards to history videos, player profiles. Obviously we've got a few players retiring at the end of this season that we can do content on, like Luke Keary, for example. Jared Waerea-Hargreaves is obviously going to Super League, so we can do player profiles on them. And Waerea-Hargreaves has now broken the club record for the Roosters for appearances. So there's some interesting club videos we could do. Obviously Chad Townsend's signed with the Roosters for next season. He's going to be leaving the Cowboys. And we can look at the state of the ladder and where teams are at post-Origin. That's quite a good video to have a look at. And of course, we've got the NRLW season coming up. So that's for my Aussie and Kiwi subscribers. Obviously, there's a lot of talk around football with managerial appointments, issues in clubland with clubs having financial issues, predominantly in France, although there are some issues across Europe with new spending rules coming in and clubs having to become compliant. Obviously, there's the debate about the Copa America and the Euros and the quality of play we've seen. We've seen average crowd numbers at the Copa America, slightly concerning going into the World Cup in the USA, Canada and Mexico in 2 years' time. And the quality of play and some play and the lack of goal scoring was, some nations at the Euros big concern. Some players not performing to the standard that could have been expected. France, for example, haven't scored a goal from open play from a French player. 1 penalty and 2 own goals. So much to look forward to tonight with France-Spain, for example. And of course we've got other rugby union, rugby league content and a lot of other sports to look at as well. I will be looking at more of the US major leagues as well, the North American major leagues, doing content on the league commissioners and discussing the successes and failures of the major leagues, because I know a lot of my subscribers are from the US and Canada. That would prove interesting to them. And so there's always something going on. Of course, we've got the Olympics coming up. But as I say, back to the channel, I'm hoping to get monetise soon, or re-monetise, should I say. We were monetised before YouTube changed their monetisation policy and criteria. We're going back to 2018 for that, and I'm hoping that when we reach that stage one where we can have memberships and super chats and live streams and merchandise, that we can start earning a revenue off the platform, and which will also hopefully improve the content. And also it means if I have that extra money in, I can restart up my jersey collection, because I haven't bought any jerseys of any sport for a long time, and they are much more expensive now than what they were back in 2018 and 2019 when I stopped collecting, when obviously I got demonetised and I had to focus on my full-time job, and I've moved a few times, and of course COVID made things difficult. So fingers crossed I can start up my jersey collection again and add to what I've got. Hopefully I might get some racks and hang them on the walls and turn this into a bit more of a set, potentially. Get some clothing rack things to put on the wall so I can hang some of my jerseys up and some other flags and other bits of sports merchandise. But at the moment, the channel's doing really well, and I'm really appreciative of all the support. So thank you very much from me. It's very humbling, really appreciate it. And tonight obviously we've got France versus Spain in the Euros first semi-final. That's going to be interesting to see if France can actually score a goal from open play, and if Spain can continue to play the way they've been playing. I mean, they've been the most exciting team out of the big teams to watch at this year's Euros. So there's that to look forward to tonight. We've got a match review of that coming up after the game. But for me for now, thank you very much for watching. Place in the comments section below what country you're viewing from, how long you've been subscribed for, and what made you subscribe to the channel. I'm very interested to get that kind of feedback as well. But for me for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll have some more content for you guys very, very soon.